Yep.
Now, you can't, like I always say, you always have to leave the left hand, the fretting hand, right? If you try, like, yeah, you can mark your tempo with the tap, but you're not really, you can't follow that right hand. You understand? Like, you really always have to, like, defer to the notes. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, like, if I'm trying to do what line I just did, the real thing with the tapping and trying to get, like, these pedal points to match is to, like, get the right hand to follow in on the left. Even though it may be on the strong beat and it should be your 1, right? You should be following the left hand and what the left hand is doing. Okay, so if I try to force this in, it's not going to sound as natural as if I'm, like, floating around the left. Like, letting this get into the open areas. Like, on its own. So, what are we doing? Right. Okay, so I'm able to slide it in between the beats with no problem. If I try to, like, force this, it'd be a lot harder to get all these notes to get around, you know? So that's basically how I would go about it. Even if it's like just like a simple, like, you can just, like, you know, kind of like a tremolo type thing. I'm sorry, shrill. Okay, so it's always follow what the left's doing. This way, when you actually, you know, like I said, the first thing you start doing, like when you're doing like the legato type of thing, is like to get that that effect of, you know, like the run keeps circling around, you know. Okay, that kind of thing first comes out of, like, that whole thing of following this left hand. If I'm thinking the tap, then my whole consciousness could be off, you know. Really, like, what's really important is the whole runs before the tap and what's the tap pulling around. All right, so don't go into tapping thinking, oh, now I have to concentrate all on this. You know, even if you're doing more than, like, one finger, you're doing, like, you know, 2, 3 fingers at a time. You know, some people even do 4 fingers. Like, I don't really mess with it because it's like, you know, I get such few chances to actually use it. You know what I mean? So I just don't really bother. It's really laziness, you know. But whatever. The point is, even when you're playing with the, like, you know, 2 or 3 fingers, like, you know, like, you're still following the left. You know what I mean? Because the left's where the run's gonna keep going to.